Ciao nice people! Welcome to the new stream of Katawa Shoujo! Here we are again! And hi Zoro, nice to see ya! We are starting as every stream we start actually. We have a like 100% starting to play a game each stream. Let's say 99% because there was that one single just chatting stream that kinda skews every statistic, so that doesn't count though, right? Okay, here's our stream avatar and we are going into Katawa Shoujo again. Honestly, I wasn't expecting this to be this lasting. I was expecting to be like 10 streams long because usually that's how long the visual novels last for my streams. But here is different. It's more like a relaxing, well, not really relaxing, but a fun experience with a chill tune, usually chill theme with some unique characters in many ways. So it's a completely different, there was a way to say it. Yeah, different Far Cry, was it? A different Far... I don't think so. A completely different experience though from other visual novels we played. It's not Chaosed, it's not... well, it's not a paranoid boy with incredible events. It's not even a killing game or some murders with Ace Attorney. Even if after this I really want to play Ace Attorney Investigations too. I will probably use the Sunday stream for playing visual novels. As the... on the Wednesday... Thursday stream is for the other main series. Usually RPGs, but for now there's a small break. I think it's for the best, so at least I know, and people know which day, which sort of game it corresponds. And hi Fado! Hello! We still have 3 more routes! Yes! And we didn't even finish this one. Even if it will probably... I wonder... if not today, we will end it next week. And Miss Root started right away with the relationship. Maybe here the Rinse route ends with the relationship. Because, well, there's a different... they did a different journey after all. But actually I don't mind playing any of the other routes because every character is so interesting. Unfortunately we missed Lily, and also there's the extra factor of finding the route, which we'll have to deal with probably next time. So, shall we start? Let's go. Things you hate. So okay, I remember. We entered the room while Rin was doing something. We, being the kind boy we are, we helped her doing the thing she was trying to do, since she doesn't have hands, and without hands it's impossible to do stuff. And we were helping her by giving her our hands. That's really benevolent, right? We were helping her with our hands, because she doesn't have hands. And now we slept. Oh yeah, I shouldn't go behind because maybe risky. And now we slept her with her. Like, just literally sleeping. So, now there is the next day. The block. Yeah, you're right. She had the artist block. So maybe we kinda unblocked her. I wonder. So, the next day. Through the grogginess of a fleshy, awakened mind, I can observe my surroundings, only one thing at a time. The morning light shining from the skylight is bright, but sky-colored. It reflects from the white walls and the colorful posters and painting. I hope Rin is still... well, I hope Rin got some clothes, because we might have to censor it right away. I hope nobody at school realizes that I spent the night here. They didn't find out the last time, so I'm feeling confident about my chances. My neck is stiff and my shoulders are hurting like hell from sleeping in an awkward position. Okay, I remember. Rin was sleeping in a specific position. I don't remember which. And as to make her more... she was sleeping in our arms or something like that. I don't remember, but yeah, we slept in a kind of uncomfortable position to make Rin more comfortable. Makes sense because Rin didn't sleep a lot, so her sleep is slightly more important now. If only we could unblock the Monado's power. Yeah, they should actually do a spin-off of Xenoblade where Shulk kinda has the block, can't get the inspiration and needs to unblock the power of the Monado. Would be a nice spin-off. Take on my ideas, please. I can't even remember when I fell asleep. Only the full moon and Rin warm against me. I can't remember her waking up either, leaving my side. However she has. Okay, she's back working. Rin is standing in the middle of the atelier, looking as she was lost. She's not looking at anything I can see, not doing anything, just standing there, menacingly. She's managed to dress up a little by herself. A strange thing. I thought that at least it would have been impossible without hands. I get up and walk to her, patting her on the shoulder to get her attention. Hey! She flinches at the contact. I never seen Rin flinch. You probably stand because you got a surprise attack, right? Maybe she didn't even... she forgot you were there, right? Use rock slide. Rin flinches. Also, it's an area move, so please don't hit anyone else. Well, there's no other targets. Rin looks a bit panicky, a bit anxious, a bit defensive. It's as if she were a completely different person last night. Perhaps she was. Multiple personality. My heart drops straight down to my stomach, full of liquid nitrogen. I'm sort of sorry. He's how... Are you sorry or you're not sorry? Why sorry? It wasn't very tactful of me. You know, last night. But isn't that sort of thing something you want? Because you like me? So blunt. I'm completely baffled by Rin's approach to this. No, even if it was... I think I'd prefer for things to go properly. Rin cocks her head, looking like she has no idea what I'm talking about. She still has this guarded feel about her, but nothing belies any real emotion. Belies. Failed to give a true impression. Okay, so nothing, well... Yeah, nothing shows a real emotion. Interesting, I still understand from the context, but... I like learning new words. Okay, actually it's simple because... I kind of felt like I knew what it means because it is a derivation of lying. So, you don't want to do that sort of thing? I didn't say that. So you do? Yeah, go in. Don't make him avoid the question. I didn't say that either. Listen, it doesn't matter. I just don't think it was the best thing I could have done in that situation. And I tried to apologize. I wonder for whose benefit I'm trying to come clear with those feelings. I don't even know why I'm feeling so terribly guilty. Maybe. I don't think it was a very good idea either. Probably. It's like you said. We are not like that. We are friends. It was a bad idea. Friends! Maybe you should forget about it and I will too. I'm really good at forgetting things, so it should be alright with me. I love how she talks so casually about anything. I can't do that. Why? Because I like you, that's why. I told you that you shouldn't talk about that. I don't agree. Besides, you brought it up yourself before. I hold my hand up and pinch the bridge of my nose in frustration. People do this? Okay, maybe like this. Okay, I get it. I have no idea how to get Rin to understand. I hate that Rin can't clearly tell what she feels about anything. I hate that she's sending those confusing signals as if she's expecting me to read her mind. Yeah, boy, that's how girls work, so not surprised there. Do you hate me? She actually thinks about this for some time. Yeah, that's just insulting then. I don't hate anything. I don't think I'm a hateful person. Yeah, me too. I don't actually hate a lot of things. At maximum, I just don't bear them. Well, there are some exceptions, like I hate Vodafone, but that's another story. Well, you kinda know. Then what I am to you? Help him understand. I try to sound as reasonable as I can, but I don't know if it will help. Rationally thinking, this is the only way to get her to understand my point of view. Problem is, rationality never was a thing for Rin. It doesn't restrict her like it restricts me. It's not her driving force. It doesn't make her behave like a normal person. I can't. The same answer. I feel so powerless. I feel frustrated. Why? I don't think you'd understand. I'm not sure if I do. Oh, we got a choice. That thought won't stop me because I can't think. Nice meme. Okay, of course, not the last one, it doesn't matter. Well, depends. Doesn't matter can be interpreted in a lot of ways, so let's leave it alone. I need to understand. Well, the second one may seem right, but I don't think it is. Because she just said, I don't think you'd understand. And the second one is, I need to understand. That's like, it's like saying, no, I don't know, that feels like completely, on another, how to say, seems completely, a little arrogant, maybe even, not really, but, because she says, I won't understand. And I say, I need to understand, so, it's like you're pushing her to try to phrase it in a way I can understand. Which might not even possible, so we are maybe asking her for an impossible thing. So, the right one for me is then explain. So, she has something to say. Even if it's incomprehensible, at least we know what she is trying to think. It is expressing through her mind what she's trying to express. It's the right one. Even if doesn't matter means talk freely, doesn't matter if I understand or not. I don't know, depends on the context of the last one at this point. I think actually the last one might be right, because it doesn't matter if seen in the context of it doesn't matter if I understand or not, please tell me. I don't think you understand, I'm not sure if I do. I think it doesn't matter, it's maybe the right one. If it's in the sense of, doesn't matter if we understand, please tell me. Does it matter? Does anything happen? Matter? Am I a joke to you? Yes! Rin can't express herself. Telling her to explain sounds like telling her to do so. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's what I was feeling. It's like saying, you can do a long jump, just jump. Don't tell it to Amy. There should be an option say, try go hard. Well, the closest we have is probably the last one. Doesn't matter. Okay, perfect. That's exactly what I thought. It doesn't really matter whether I understand you or not. I just want to know. I can't. She's like a stone wall. I just can't reach through to Rin. It's impossible for me. Fine, I don't care. You wanted to change? You wanted to destroy yourself? You want this exhibition more than anything, right? Yes. Okay, then just do it! She doesn't respond, or even show acknowledgement of understanding. I'm grinding my teeth together, frustrated beyond anything I thought possible. I want to grab Rin's shoulders and shake her until she comes to her senses. I look at her, and in that moment I know with crystal clear certainty that there is nothing I can do for Rin. None of the words I know would reach her. But still, I think that for whatever reason, you think it's important that you go this way all the way to the end. Even if it's not healthy for you, or many different levels. I'm fucking incomprehensible. Sundowrin. Who is Sundown? Sundown. I suppose it's Sundown. But I will have nothing to do with it. I can't accept being treated like this, and not understanding the reason for it. I'm finished here. The full weight of what I said sinks in the silent distance between us. Of course, it's Metal Gear Rising. Rin doesn't show any reaction, nor even blinks her eyes. She just stares at or through me, quietly. That's fine. Her voice is perfectly calm, emotionless, like an announcement that the 7.5 train will be 7 minutes late. 7? 7? You didn't say Italy here! With those words, Rin made her choice. Trenitalia be like... Well, Trenitalia is emotionless all the time. You're right. Rin made her choice, and I made mine. If either of us secretly wanted to change our mind, it's too late for that. I take a hard, long look at Rin, hoping that it conveys my feelings. Without knowing whether it does or not, I leave the atelier for the last time, feeling empty and anxious like so many times before. Bad ending. Did we get a bad ending? No, it's a new chapter. It's a new chapter. Dream. I was expecting it was a bad ending. No, it's a breaking point in the relationship. Wow, I wasn't expecting this. And we are back to the school. Fake, in Japan they don't know the train being late. And if the train was, for whatever reason, late, the voice would not be without emotion, would be like, come nasai a lot, 3 minutes late, come nasai, 3 minutes late. I'm kidding. No, okay, I should, no, not that. Twitch, I was kidding. I make it in time for class, though not in time for breakfast. The classroom is bathing in the gentle light of the sun. This means that it's going to be intolerably hot in the afternoon. For now, though, it's pleasant. I look at Misha and Shizune, animated discussion about whatever. Hanako staring out of the classroom window. Muto stumbling into the classroom 4 minutes late and with no recollection of what he's supposed to be teaching today. It's hot for everyone, okay? I could never imagine dropping out of school like that, even if it's only for a few weeks. On the other hand, Rin doesn't seem to have a problem with the idea, or going through with it. Then again, somehow I got caught along in her inside isolation, even if we ended up hurting each other. Or did we? Maybe only I got hurt. I don't know, maybe Rin is hiding her emotions. Or maybe not hiding, just she doesn't know how to express her emotions. It takes me until late in the afternoon to realize that today is Monday. The art club meets today. Not just that, due to exams, this will be the last art club meeting before summer vacation. Without Rin, it feels pretty pointless to go there, but I want to talk with the teacher. Oh, no random enemy encounter in the corridor. The meeting itself isn't noteworthy, just as my skills with watercolors are not worth mentioning. Nomiya tries to encourage and advise me without sounding too condescending, but is not doing a very good job of it. If nothing else, joining the art club has taught me that I like art. Would be nice if I could actually try and make some art in the art club though. After the fruits of everyone's labor have been piled into a neat stack on the teacher's desk, he clears his throat to give a little speech. That's it for this trimester, everyone. Okay, everyone, here's the tip of the day. His voice is pretty loud and way too enthusiastic for it to be genuine. The next meeting is after summer vacation, on the Monday of the first week of next term. I hope to see everyone here again. Have a nice vacation. Everyone wished him a nice vacation back as they file out of the door. I stay behind, waiting until the two of us are alone. It's almost dinner time, so I don't have to wait long. Nomiya is looking through the paintings, some of which are actually pretty nice. Erin might outclass everyone here in the art club, but she isn't the only one with talent. Excuse me, teacher? What is it, Nakai? He raises his eyebrow questioningly, smiling widely. It's about Rin. Oh, is something wrong with Tezuka? No, but... I hesitate for a split second, not certain how to say what I want to say, giving Nomiya enough time to start blabbering by himself. Oh, I saw her a few days ago when I was passing by at Seiya Gallery. She said she'd get 1 or 2 more paintings done for the exhibition. I was quite pleased. She is surprisingly a hard worker. I would actually always thought she was a bit lazy, doing what she wants instead of the assignments. He seems to notice my anxiety and realizes he's digressing, shutting up before finishing the thought. But you had something to talk about. What is it? I don't know. She feels detached from everything, as if she can't think of anything but the exhibition. Well, isn't that good? She focused on her painting, as she should be. Yeah, but this is different. It's like she's obsessed. I went to see her and... Have you been bothering her? Actually no, I went to help her. He cuts before I finish saying what I meant to say, instantly looking quite irritated. No, I don't think so. I'm just concerned because she's stopping coming to school completely. She feels strange too. Well, yeah, yes. Are you bothering her? Depends. Depends on the definition. Stranger than usual, at the very least. Humbug. This is much more important for her than some lousy math class, or physics, or whatever. This is exactly why the school is so flexible, to give every student a chance to fulfill themselves. Tezuka is a partner, so she should paint, huh? A painter. And have an exhibition, that's what us artists do. She should be allowed to concentrate on that, not those other frivolous classes. She should be encouraged. If you think about it, it's quite obvious. His counter-arguments are not very convincing, but I'm having a hard time trying to make any kind of rebuttal. My grudging silence is interpreted as a assent, and Nomiya turns to shuffle the stack of turned-in assignments, like a deck of cards. I play... It's time to do... Never mind. I have to say, while we are talking about Tezuka exhibition, I'm excited to see how it turns out. She is still so young, yet has such a wonderful skill and style. He's talking to there, to relax the mood that got a bit too negative. I take it that you will be attending? Yeah, I guess so. Well, we'll meet there next. I take that as my cue to leave, and I do, although I'm not happy with it. My message didn't get through. to say the least. And are we going to the... We are already time skipping to the show, the exhibition, okay. The day after that, all the missed opportunities and things I should have said came crashing down on me. There's nothing left to do on afterwards but brood. Wait. Brood. A family of birds, or think deeply about something that makes one unhappy, angry, or worried. Okay. Interesting. Give me a sec. Here, okay. I was saving the text. Second day, I begin to feel anxious. I start doubting my doubts. And later what? You doubt your doubting of your doubts. For how long will it go? And it feels stupid, especially since I still can't think about anything else than Rin. Third day, Japanese exam and world history exam. Great! The thing I hate most about her is that she can make me feel this awful even though I should be focusing on entirely different stuff right now. The entire paper is ring. Fourth day, math exam. We have a math exam. It goes how it goes, I don't care. Fifth day, Nomi asks me again if I will attend the exhibition opening. I can't say no to him even though I seriously want to. I just don't want to discuss with him anything ring related, so it's just better to take the path of less resistance. Rin? Surprise, motherfucker! And this is the male's dormitory, so she came here intentionally. On the sixth day of Christmas, Rin came to me. The day before the exhibition. I find Rin standing in the hallway in front of my room when I return to the dorms after dinner. Roll for perception. 12? Okay, Rin gets the surprise round. Well, it's fair. Last time we got the upper hand on the surprise. What are you doing here? My tone is angrier than I intended. I'm a little disappointed that I was unable to restrain myself, but it can't be helped. Rin just stands there, menacingly. She just happened to coincidentally be standing around here where she has no business being. The way she reacts so coolly to everything annoys me now. This is not good. It's been 6 days and the sight of her has me boiling. She hasn't even opened her mouth yet. Finished painting. Shouldn't you be at the gallery? Preparing? They said no. I guess the gallery owner does that part then. Getting the paintings framed, hung on the walls and whatnot. So why are you here? Felt like it. The same old stupid pattern emerges again. Me asking her questions to it. She replies with answers that don't answer anything. Because it's the only other way we can converse. Apart from me listening to her blabbering about whatever, which isn't really a conversation. Is this a play? Are there some unseen roles that we have unknowingly set ourselves into? Dictating the rules of engagement whenever we see each other, inevitably leading us to hurting each other. Her nonchalant answers, accompanied by even more nonchalant shrugs, leave me none the wiser. I guess I should be happy that exhibition preparations are complete. When I walk... you just ignore her, okay. When I walk into my room, I hear her footsteps following me in. I didn't invite her in. I won't ask her to leave. Okay, at least we can confirm that she's not a vampire. Between everything she could be, she's not a vampire. Bones? She claims my bed without asking permission, making me wish that I had taken the time to make it before I left in the morning. Then stands up again as though she sat on hot coals. I half lean against a single corner of my desktop that isn't cluttered with stuff, to rest my leg at least a little bit. Rin spends a few moments glancing curiously around my room. It makes me realize that she's never seen it before. For a moment, she actually looks like she's concentrating, trying to get everything. This must be the eye for detail that makes her an artist. Since the room is small, she quickly runs out of things to look at, but nothing else transpires, allowing the uncomfortable silence to take over the atmosphere. Wait, this isn't Starbucks. Would be the funniest shit. The mood is chilly to say the least, and both of us are on guard, waiting for the other to make the first move. Of course, Rin could play the game forever, so it has to be me. So I give up. one word you said. I give up because she never tried to open conversation. And because it seems that she wants to say something and I want to get it over with. Why else would she be here if she didn't want to talk? I don't know what to say myself. I want to be angry, but I can't bring myself to yell at her or anything. My voice catches her attention, and she tries to search for words as well, but it seems that she's not entirely certain as to why she's here either. And so, Erin simply takes a few steps to close the distance, and rises on the tips of her toes to even out the height difference. Is she trying to hug us again? It was a bad idea. And this is the flashback, right? What he said before. Maybe you should forget about it, and I will too. She's coming again menacingly. No, she's approaching, wait! It's a reflex, and almost as an afterthought, the words no, yes, and maybe simultaneously surface inside my mind. My hand is between her lip and mine. A wall that I raise to guard against something. What, the smooch protector. Her breath feels warm against my fingers. What are you doing, Rin? Coming this close. The scent of her skin lingers about. The mysterious, indescribable sensation that captures me draws my eyes deep into hers. Period! They should make like a Dark Souls dating sim. Like, not a dating sim about Dark Souls, but a dating sim with Dark Souls mechanics. Like, there are girls trying to kiss you and you need to parry perfectly. Wait, that's actually pretty cool. And there are traps, like, you know, Dark Souls, there are always traps around. There are traps like a half drink that you can drink, but it's secretly an indirect kiss. So, you need to be wary of traps. And stuff like that. Dark Souls is a dating scene. Well, yeah, we got to Guinevere after all, right? The look into her eyes is surprised, quizzical as to why the impertinent hand prevented her advances. Her eyes are really big and glistening with moisture, and staring right into my own, with a soft gaze that I'm having a hard time to match. Rin's half-open mouth makes her look even more confused, although the sensual way her lips are arching is signaling something completely different. Please. I need you. The words come from her throat as coarse whisper, meant only for me, bypassing her tongue and teeth without giving them any chance to interrupt. They sober me in an instant, and I clumsily flinch back to get a little bit of distance between us, painfully scraping against my desk in the process. Okay, be very though that dashing backwards consumes a lot of stamina, so you need to do a proper stamina management to dodge her advances. Maybe it's her choice of words, maybe the way she says it, but something in it puts me off. Something is wrong. Something is terribly wrong again. Need me for what? All the unpleasant feelings emerge again, and I feel my heartbeat suddenly increasing at least tenfold. Rin's eyes go out and focus and back again as her body relaxes from its tense state, and she stands upright again. I don't think I was thinking about anything. Why do you draw patterns in that dust on your night table? Don't change argument. There is a word for that kind of thing, but I can't remember. Her remark almost throws me off track, and I glance over her shoulder at the small table next to my bed, but I can't see anything from this distance. So, she needs me for nothing specific? Just happened to come by because she thought I'd be glad to see her after she shut me out. No complaints accepted for a week. Completely altruistic motives? Felt like it? Bullshit. I can answer myself. To play mind games with her whenever you want, to kiss whenever you want, to ignore whenever you want, to fulfill your whims whenever you want. Is that it? What do you need me for? My voice is sounding very angry again, even to myself. Good. Rintu finally catches the mood, and her curious expression changes instantly to something more uncharacteristic. Oh, no. She leaves it at that, her eyes restlessly wandering around, searching the room as if the words she tries to find were written in the tapestries of my walls. Then what? I needed to paint. What does this mean? Maybe she means like... Wait, what's if it's all a misunderstanding? Because Rin didn't know how to express. Like, I don't remember exactly, but when we declared our love, she said something like, no, not now, or something like that. She said no, a clear no. But maybe the no, she meant like, no, because I needed to focus on paintings. Now that I'm not focused on paintings, I definitely love you. What if it's that? I needed to paint. Paint. Of course, that's what artists do. Yeah, hear that, AI artists? Are you painting? Sorry, it got onto me. The words reverberate through my being, beating in my blood over the piercing whistle of my anger. Don't give me that, Rin! I'm not some damn muse of yours, free to play with for the sake of painting. I'm not some medium for whatever you aspire to. I am me. So what, I don't know anything about my future? There's things I want and things I care about. Even I can dream of things other than nightmares. I'm yelling, but I'm way past the point of caring about things like that. Rin looks down at her toes and wiggles them a little melancholically while she takes in my art boost without saying anything to defend herself. Only after I have finished does she try to respond somehow. I can't do anything else. Or I can do all sorts of things, but I can't do. It's the only thing I sort do properly. Most of the time. I understand completely. At first, everything else second, or thousandth. What about me? Am I nothing? When I was interested in art, did that make you feel like I was a little interesting for a little while? Tell me, I really want to know. Did you ever think about my perspective, or is it just all you? The words rise like bile in my throat. She looks alarmed, and also completely uncomprehending, as if she just doesn't understand what I'm angry about. Well, for a moment we got like an equal field. We don't understand girls, but this time the girl doesn't understand us, so I feel like we are finally fair. I can't believe she could be so stupid. I didn't want to. This time it's Rin who interrupts herself in mid-sentence. Don't you understand? I can't. Can't what? You never explain how I'm supposed to understand anything if you never say anything. In this case, the girl doesn't understand the girl either. wait, it also so it also works in a reflective way. That's pretty annoying. Why don't you ever talk? Say something! But she doesn't. Venting my anger at her feels satisfying. It feels wrong to take so much satisfaction in it, but I can't stop. Not wanting to face my anger head on, Rin turns around to steadfastly look out of my window, even though there is nothing to look at. The worst of my ire gone, I shut up as I can't be bothered to keep on yelling at the back of my head. So, silence finally returns. I try to discern hints of her reaction through my adrenaline-distorted vision. My feedback was not the best kind, but I hope Rin got the clue that she just can't ignore everything else whenever she feels like it. I'd hate if she didn't. She never listened to anything, so she's unaffected by the world around her. Not this time, it seems. Her body is shaking like from holding back tears, but I already know that Rin is not crying. Her indifference made me so furious. Now that it's gone, I'm at a loss. I wonder, did I go too far? Look, Go away. It's my fucking room, Rin. Can't you see I'm in my fucking room, Rin? You are the one that needs to go away, okay? Go away, Zhao. Her voice is tiny and tired as she says this, but I hear the words clear as day. What is there to say anymore? This is my room. Yeah, good job, Zhao. Stand your ground. This is my room. Wait, I feel like I should screenshot both of them, because would it be a nice reaction material. We got one. And we got two. This is my... Go away! This is my room. The blunt, hollow remark is a fitting conclusion for this unpleasant discussion that became an even more unpleasant and very one-sided yelling match. After a moment of correcting herself, Rin just gives up. I can see it from the way she slumps her shoulders and walks out. Blades of fire, without AI art, luckily. With better narration. Even though she deliberately looks to the other direction, I can see how she's biting the corner of her lip, so hard it might start bleeding if she won't stop. As she makes her exit, I realize that she left the door open when she came in, and my yelling must have echoed around the dorm hallways. Now that she's gone, I am left alone with my guilt. As the thumping in my chest slowly subdues, anxiety replaces it. Somehow I feel that none of this would have ever happened if not for me. No matter how infuriating, unbearable and outrageous Rin is, she's not the Rin I thought I knew. The Rin that I expected Rin to be. Was it me who caused all this by talking Rin into taking her chances with the exhibition? Am I directly responsible for Rin becoming like she has been for the past weeks? I can't think of any other explanation for her weird behavior than the exhibition and all the things that came along with it. Maybe it was the only way that could have brought us closer, but all it did was separate us further away from each other, and now beyond the reach of either of us. I banged my head against the wall. Well, it's not America, so it won't break. Twice, to make sure it hurts. Truly masochistic. And we go to sleep to forget. Next day. Okay, it's the opening day, right? A headache is relentlessly thumping against the back of my head. Yeah, no shit, you slammed your head on the wall twice. He's a used headbutt. He knows all the flinching moves. That's how it works. Also, too bad. He should have tried the headbutt on a tree. just to see if there's some Pokemon around. And I push open the door to the 22nd corner. Apart from that, I'm perfectly calm! After venting or in all the anger that I had bottled inside, it felt like a great weight had been lifted from my heart. The tension that had grasped my mind for the past weeks faded away without leaving even a shadow behind. In this nearly zen-like state of enlightenment, I realized that perhaps it was a bad idea to yell at her like that. Well, yeah, yelling doesn't never actually help about anything. I really mean it, but what good does blowing up like that? Nothing. I'm not like that. I don't normally yell at people. I don't know why I did yesterday. So I keep feeling really guilty about it and wanting to take my words back. Rin is probably upset too, even more than my own behavior. Her reaction shocked me. I've always thought of her as unchanging, detached from the surroundings, so that seeing my yelling at her so upset felt out of place. I wonder if she understands how I feel. In Rin's world, everything seems to be so absolute and subjective. Absolutely subjective. As if she was completely unable to see things from other points of view than her own. But ultimately, is anyone able to do it? Heh, good point. Maybe objectivity and altruism are just illusions for people who like to think of themselves as compassionate. Just like art is an illusion for people who think reality is merely a veil for something greater. Even when you stop thinking then that the world revolves around you, start thinking outside of the mythical box, you are just inside another bigger box than you can't escape. That would be nice. Well, that's some sort of catchphrase of Phoenix Wright. Think outside of the box. I wonder, I don't think it happened, like, it's thinking outside of the box, but I needed to think outside of a bigger box later. Maybe that ultimately makes her like the rest of us. I stepped to the door to find a gallery full of illusion people. Despite side remarks during my earlier visits, I always thought it was very spacious, but now when it's crowded like this, it looks positively cramped. Oh, hello! Hey! I immediately noticed Sai standing in the middle of a lively discussion, busy chattering with some old gentleman. She's actually pretty tall and kind of cool looking, so she stands out in the crowd. Please game, don't suddenly switch to the night route, okay? Don't suddenly switch route all of a sudden, okay? There are a few dozen wine glasses laid on the table along the back wall, filled with burgundy liquid, the color. Well, she is available. Not really my type, though. Not really my type. Even if I think that with age she will get similar to my science teacher, which was a pretty fine. Well, I would say she was very stylish. I really liked her style because she faced Agatha from Pokemon. Like, I think she was like Agatha from Pokemon. Very similar. Like, Agatha from Pokemon was the one of the Elite Four, right? If I had to describe my science teacher, Agatha from Pokemon. Can't get any further. I think that's the glasses that make the style. A vast majority of the guests are sipping from their own glasses. The socialities and art connoisseurs are mingling happily, exchanging mild opinions about Rin's art, which seems to be a secondary object of interest for most. I feel distanced, excluded from the other people here. Well, he knows no shit about art. Socialities, members of upper society. Ah, okay, thanks, I kinda skimmed through it. I can't claim even a stretch to be to be a social charmeleon. So the situation is quite unnerving. Since I don't blend into the crowd at all, I just fake that I do, trying to look as cool and smooth as I can. I wonder how Rin is handling all of this. If it was me, I would be quite freaked out. Throwing the anxiety aside, I try to carefully navigate through the crowd, stealing peeks at the framed paintings now hanging on the walls. Rin's exhibition takes about half of the gallery wall space. Some paintings are less familiar than others, but I recognize most of them. Okay, I have an admission to make. I never cared about art museum or a museum in general, because I don't know. I don't feel like the art is saying anything relevant to me. That's what I feel. Those paintings look cool, but okay. If I were into a museum, I just skim through every painting, like, oh, this looks cool, oh, this looks cool, and go around and finish the museum in like 10 minutes. That's what happened when I was in middle school and went on vacation with a classroom at Vienna. We went into a bunch of museums. I just finished the museum in a bunch of minutes because I never stopped to see a painting, just a bunch. I remember only one because it showed a lot of philosophers. So we tried with my friends to recognize who was who, but that was it. Rin is probably constantly internally screaming. Who knows what happens in her mind. Some I've seen being created at the club meetings after all. I remember from the time when Rin was choosing her portfolio. I note that a couple of them finished paintings are framed and on the wall as well. Maybe that's what they call coincidental art? Even Rin's failures, if you can call them that, becomes exhibit of her skill. Quite paradoxical. She herself is nowhere to be seen, which is strange because even though it's crowded, the gallery is pretty small. The rightmost one feels like if the ring was filmed by Kate Harling. The art style? Yeah, I saw. I don't know if that's. No, I don't think that's the same art style, but yeah, the art style reminded me of a bunch of small films, or there was even a game, Ape Escape, with a similar color choice. It's fine, sort of. I don't know how to face her after yesterday. Maybe I shouldn't have come. But I promised various people, Rin included, that I would, so... Damn, sounds like I do the things I do because some kind of instinctual properness compels me to, not because it would be sensible, or not. I sneak closer to Sai to wait in a lull in the conversation so I can chat her up too. Even though her voice is almost completely buried under the general background noise, I hear bits and pieces of her talking about Rin. Yeah, she's a high schooler at a local school. Even though she's graduating next year, I'm sure various art schools would be interested in... I thought it would be interesting to have an exhibition of someone who is still in early stages of development. It's so strange, it's like Rin is some kind of mini celebrity, even though this is nothing but a small exhibition, opening at a small art gallery of a small town. Yeah, so small the city, the town that it's full, huh? Well, because even the exhibition is small, sure. In fact, there's a friend of mine who... It is out! My eavesdropping is interrupted by a familiar voice, and a familiar slap to the back, yeah. I don't need to guess the source of either, and without turning around. Ah, never mind, I thought it was the teacher. Hi, Amy. Amy, oh, she's so... Oh, I was kinda missing her. Hi, are you like a representative of the art club or something? I don't see anyone else from the school here. Oh, I don't know, really. I guess I am, if that's the case. What about you? What about me? I mean, please don't punch a hole through my chest next time. Well, at least she didn't come here running, otherwise there would be multiple fatalities with all these people. Like a bowling, like a bowling ball. Can you imagine Green running through the door and slamming into a lot of people and everyone falls on the ground? I wonder, does she ever slam into doors? Would be an interesting crossover with Kozupi if we made, I don't know, a middle ground between Kozue and from Chaos Head and Emi. I don't know. You don't think I'm interested in art? Is that it, Isao? Well, I'm definitely not. Depends the kind of art, sure. No, that's not what I... well, maybe a little, if you put it that way. I mean, even though you hang out with Rin, I never heard you talk about art with her, so... Amy huffs and looks around her, looking discontented. It's true, I don't get it at all. But she came to my track meet, so I thought it's only fair to return the favor. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Suddenly Amy root! Well, I feel like we are closer to Amy now. You are art, I mean... Technically, she's a drawing, right? Yeah, she's literally a sprite, right? She leans closer, trying to look confidential, but only managing to look conspiring. Do you get art? What do you mean, Amy? No, I don't. 2D is major than 3D. I don't have anything to say against it. I agree. But 4D above 2D... I never heard of a 4D waifu, actually. Oh no, I don't. At all. My emphasizing head shake draws a giggle and a chilly head shake of her own, out of Amy. Me neither! What are we doing here then? Hey, let's go talk with Rin. I bet you haven't yet, because I haven't either. Come on! Oh no! Before she has a chance to forcefully drag me to Rin, Nami appears behind her, with Rin in his tow. She's not dressed for the occasion, instead opting for the usual school uniform and unkempt hair. Maybe her natural look is what suits her for the best. Hi teacher! Hi Rin! Unfazed, Amy Gray greets the teacher cheerfully, causing him to turn around and look down confusedly. Who are you? It's Amy from school, class 3-4, don't you remember? She looks positively shocked and at the prospect that there could be a person who doesn't know her. Oh, sorry, you're in the same class as Tezuka, right? Yeah. You'll have to pardon me, I have trouble remembering students who don't take art. Don't mind. Hi, Rin. Hello. Congratulations for your super cool art thing. I'm sure you'll be a big hit. She throws her arms into the air. Sorry, I was imagining if instead of arms would be legs, would be not metaphorical. She throws her arm into the air for boisterous emphasis, almost hitting me in the face. Yeah, she will get a big shot. And look, Hizeo came too. Rin doesn't look at me, nor does she greet me. Congratulations, Rin. She keeps averting her gaze, potently looking at her sandals. Oblivious to the tension between us and ignorant of what happened yesterday, Amy keeps on blabbering about this and that to an unresponsive Rin. I guess she's used to not getting much of her at times. Before long, Nomiya and Sai turn to Rin, introducing her. Expecting it, I catch the second of confusion when the guests see her arms. Sai is luckily on the ball and briefly explains about our school. Doubtful faces quickly change to curious. Would you mind telling us something about your art? I thought development is quite easy and noticeable. What do you yourself think of the difference between the older and more current works? It's quite rare for someone so young to dabble into abstraction. I would be interesting to see how you work. Oh, definitely. I assume you use your feet. Must be in a great trouble to learn it. You should be proud. Will you be pursuing a career as an artist after school? Oh no. Oh no, she found her biggest enemy. Socializing! No! She's bombarded with so many questions that she can't even hope to answer all of them. Maybe that's for the best. I intend to talk nonsense more than occasionally. So, where do you get your ideas? That's the fifth worst. She keeps stumbling with words, looking more and more vexed by the expectant inquiries. Oh. Everyone is waiting for her to say something, but she looks like a cat got her tongue. Every question piling up just adds to her distress. Renee stopped working. Stupid social gatherings. I fail to hear the question that is proverbial one too many. It's like a motor stalling. No, Rin! Rin just freezes for a long second, until she falls on her knees, hitting the floor ungracefully. Oh, game? Okay. Like a sack of potatoes. Oh, it's my fault, I moved the window around. Are you alright? I don't know. Tezuka, what's wrong, girl? I don't know what's wrong. A terrible silence falls upon the people gathered around Rin. I thought it was 18 plus. No! That would be the worst moment. Would be a completely different kind of game, right? I don't even know what. I'm pretty sure that's a thing, but I don't even know how it's called, so I definitely don't want anything to do with it. Everyone is petrified, not knowing how to react to a sudden seizure or something. Imagine Rin freaks out and starts streaking through that gallery. Or randomly talking with an entire wall of text. She breathes with deep, trembling gasps, as she was running out of air, starting ahead of herself with hollow eyes. Seeing that nobody does anything, I force myself to step to Rin and lift her up from the floor, letting her lean against me to keep standing. Would you like some fresh air? Okay, let's go outside for a bit. I didn't even wait for her to answer before grasping her shoulder and pulling her past the stunned-looking Nomiya, Sae, Emi, and guests. Excuse us? The cool evening breeze hits my face at the door. I let go of Rin, and she leans against the stone wall, trying to catch her breath. Are you alright? I couldn't say anything. Rin is still not looking at me, so I look away too. The streetlights and colored neon signs twist my vision into a blur of near blindness, forcing me to look back. At least she talks, even if she's not directing her words to me. What did you want to say? Maybe both of us can imagine that we are talking to an invisible friend. I don't know. Something that would have meant something. The silence lasts for a long time. I don't feel comfortable being alone with Rin. I'm not good at imagining things that don't exist. Or that things that exist don't. We should go back in. The guests I invited are in there. They probably want to meet you and talk with you. You know, ask you questions and stuff about those paintings you worked so hard for. I don't want them to ask me questions like that. I can never say the right things. What do you want then? That someone wouldn't have to ask questions from me. Aren't you happy people are interested in your paintings? Yeah, that's a good question. Even if you can be happy but still not wanting to answer questions. The second one, if you find someone like that, then what? This is... okay, I get what it means. Kinda. Feels a little invasive though. I don't know, feels like I am someone that doesn't... if you... I am someone if you want someone that doesn't ask questions. Not really, maybe. But both choices are questions. Oh no, you're doomed. What if she finds someone who doesn't keep asking her questions? Okay, that's what it means. What sort of question is that, though? I will go for the safe one, the first one. Aren't you happy people are interested in your paintings? I mean, isn't that why you went ahead with having the exhibition and all? Of course they would ask you questions if they think it's interesting. It's like having sunrise twice in a row when you want to bath naked in moonlight. What is this comparison? Nice, but... it's not good enough. I complete the sentence for her even though I don't understand her inappropriate metaphor. I don't get it. You should try to be happier. No shit. Easy then. Why didn't I think about it? It's your big night after all. All those people are here to see your paintings. I think it's awesome. I wait for her to say something, either for or against, but Rin keeps brooding. She doesn't want to answer questions or explain to me what's wrong. If she had something to say, the words are left unspoken. The words that she cannot say. I shudder against the chill wind that blows in the streets, and its howling fills the silence. We should go back in. You got everyone worried. She falls again now. Could you stop referencing Metal Gear, please? And there you are, feeling better? It can get pretty hot in there. This spell can catch you off guard. He laughs brashly, almost obnoxiously. You should drink something if you're feeling weak, Tezuka. Rin nods weakly, but it seems to be enough to convince Nomiya that she's fine. He pushed Rin a bit forward to introduce her to the person he was conversating with before. So about what we were talking about before. Oh yeah, I'm very excited to meet. I am shut out of the conversation and the background noise of dozens of other discussions fills my ears with indistinct buds. I don't know, it randomly popped to mind when I eat with my family, like me with my extended family, my grandma, my grandpa, and their aunt, and my parents. And every time there's like 4 different discussion happening at the table. Like there's one person talking to one person to the other side of the table. Sometimes even someone is talking diagonally and other people talking on the other side. So it's a complex line of people talking to another one. And it's not difficult to have like 3 or 4 different conversations happening at once while dining with a family. It's not even a very extended family because there's like 9 people, 10 each time. That was a bad answer for me. Hisao basically pushed me back in the place that she hated being at. Yeah, didn't really understand the second one though. We felt a little, well, I kinda understood, but felt a little out of the blue maybe? Yeah, I hope that doesn't change anything, but we'll see. Even Amy has disappeared somewhere. Standing here in the middle of crowd is surprisingly lonely feeling. Not only Rin, but everyone else here seems to be a part of something I'm not a part of. I am happy for her, I really am, but makes me feel that I haven't accomplished anything yet. Rin is living proof of the potential of a human being. She overcame her disability, even made it a strength. She should be happy. What is my potential? I really made it this far, but how far can I go? Bad ending? No, okay. I'm curious though. How we save? I'm really curious because I don't know how much did the answer change in the game. Let's go with another one, the same one. And we get... If we here... If we get the other one... I'm still skipping it. Just to see what happens next. I'm sorry, but... If... I don't think we're gonna read... Okay, she still returns inside, right? Ah, no, she went away. This is completely different. She's completely different. This might even be... Oh. Yeah, this seems like completely different. But... we choose the other one, so... we continue on this route. How... that raises the question. How much different can a route go, then? We might need to try, I don't know. The last day before summer vacations is waning slowly. Science is the maybe we are heading towards a bad end, maybe? Science is the final exam of the trimester, and then we are free. The collective yearning for liberty is almost palpable in the classroom, even though the weather seems a tad cloudy. It might rain today, who knows? I've already finished the test because it was pretty easy. Good drawings. Wait, those are the girls, right. Yeah, this is Rin. I'm doodling lazily on the flip side of the paper, waiting for Mutu to call me. It also prevents Misha from trying to covertly look at my answers over my shoulder. She might fool the inattentive teacher, but I can tell she's trying to look. There is the block on the top right. I guess it's her best bet at passing the test. Doesn't make me feel any mercy though, so I just ignore her and look around me. It's quiet. The only sounds in the classroom are the quiet shuffling of papers and Mutu's constant coughing. Makes my awareness of the surroundings slowly drift to the backstage of consciousness, giving room to other things. Vacation, huh? Some people will stay at the school even over the holidays, some will go back to their families. I probably should make the trip back home and report to my parents that I am still alive. Not much to do at school anyway, I suppose. Next trimester will be stressful. Everyone will have to seriously start thinking about what to do after graduation, including me. A look at my doodles convinces me to stop trying to salvage them. It's a mess of lifeless lines, a waste of paper if it wasn't the flip side of my exam. Maybe you get extra points, who knows? Maybe it's because I didn't really set out to draw anything in particular. I just wanted to kill some time, so the drawing became exactly like I am. Without a direction to go. Would be easier if I had some special talent, like Rin. She has it easy. It makes me kind of jealous. Pisses me off that she herself can't seem to be happy about it. On time! Mutu's call for the end of the exam. There was groan of displeasure from half of the class, I know the feeling. Wait, 1 minute! I don't blame them, the exam was kinda tricky. Mutu expects a lot from our class, even though it's not strict at all. I guess it's like all of us to become scientists. Put down the pencils and turn in your papers, please. Did he say papers, please? The biggest groan comes from the desk to my side. No, Misha! Misha, the space is almost tangible. The dark hour of lost hope emanating from her seat makes me simultaneously frightened and sympathetic. No, then, there should be homeroom before you are free. But I only have a few announcements to make. This should be over quickly. His announcements are never important, so I listen to him only with one ear. Misha seems to be too down in the dumps to even pretend attentiveness. No, Misha! Don't worry, we will have a route for you too. Maybe. She slumps her head against the desktop, looking stricken. Cheer up, Misha. It's vacation, don't worry about the test. Thanks, teacher. Oh, okay, it was easy. Her frown becomes a small smile, and sparkle of excitement lights in her eyes. What you're going to do over summer vacation, Ichan? I'm going to Shichan Place. They have this awesome and super cool mansion. I'm so excited. I'm sure it will be the best summer vacation ever. She seems to have forgotten all about her misery in a few seconds and bounces up and down on her seat as if to pump up her excitement. I don't really have any plans, I guess. Is that so? Maybe you should. A finger tapping her shoulder steals Misha's attention away from me. She then points to Muto, who is expectantly looking back at the two of them. Oh, sorry, Ichan. I didn't notice the teacher finished already. Eh? She clears her throat. Stand! I stand up with everyone. Since I came here, I've always wondered about something. What do the wheelchair-bound students think about this daily tradition, being unable to do it properly? It's a folk's past to keep to this tradition in a place that bypasses many others for convenience. Even though I never asked anyone, during those short weeks here, I've come to the conclusion that they definitely are not insulted. They understand. That's what I like about the school. Nobody is too uptight about anything. Okay, awesome. Could you imagine if the school was Twitter? Stand up right. Oh yeah, this is defamatory against people with disabilities who is not being able to stand up. All the time, right? All the time. That's what I like about the school. Nobody is too uptight about anything. Everyone is so considerate and understanding of each other. I wish the whole world could be like this. Bow! Okay, maybe we are not in a bad ending. Maybe. I turn the page slowly, listening to the rustling sound of the paper makes when my finger grasps it. I'm restless. It's the summer vacation. No class, no homework, no art club meetings, just free time to spend however I want. It doesn't feel like anything. I try to cheer up Misha, but I'm not feeling too cheery myself. To be honest, the free time is intimidating. It reminds me of the hospital and the long, meaningless days that had to be filled somehow. The only difference is that there I was, bound to the world, guarded by the Cerberus-like nurses. Reading was a good solution back then, but the thought of spending my summer vacation reading books feels nerdy. That has nothing to do with the fact I'm reading even now. I'm just killing time and trying to fight my anxiety. Besides, my mind is on other matters, stretching in too many directions to make sense of any of them. Cerberus nurses? Are there Cerberus nurses in Shin Megami Tensei? Really? I need to play that game, actually, but it's very long for a stream. Thus, the book I've been on since Tuesday is progressing slowly. Feels like the book is taking me longer to read it than it took the author to write. I'm wondering, video games wise, I feel like cringe maker games are the only type of game where the developer took less to develop than the player to play it. Like, you just generate a dungeon, freaking play in 1 minute. Well, not really, there are infinite games that kinda beat this value, but depends on how long one can humanly possibly play. I try to put it down for a while, then read some again, start all over from the beginning, read each page twice. Nothing worse. Works, I have zero concentration. Taking it with me just in case, I head out to get some fresh air and inspiration as to what to do. I make my way to the quad, passing by students heading for the gates. The hastiest ones are leaving for their homes already. Judging from the luggage some are dragging with them. I guess that no matter how hospital Yamaku is, some home is still home. Still, I heard some people will be staying here over the vacation. The quad is big enough for its center to be shadowless, no matter how high or low the sun is. I stop in the middle and bask in the warmth. The brightness makes me squint my eyes when I look towards the main building. Looks all but abandoned already. Yuko wasn't at work today, so the next time I can get books from the school library is after vacation. Oh no! What do I read? There is a public library somewhere, I'm sure, but I'm feeling too lethargic to find out where it is. Ah, mood. Same. The hall is equally dead, so I have to content myself with returning to the dorms, ending my leisurely walk sooner than expected. Then again, I wasn't quite sure what I was expecting in the first place. On a moment impulse, I enter the girls' room to see if Rin or Emi are there. Neither is, so I go back to my own room to dwell on my lethargy. I should talk things through with Rin. She really bothers me. Define the conceptual equivalent of gravity, she balances on the thin line zigzagging between insanity, incomprehensibility and instability. Rin affects me too. She challenges me in ways I didn't know, or more accurately, didn't top existed. I started to wonder whether those feelings are really love or I was just fooling myself. Surely it would be insanity to consider that. For the rest of the day, Rin, the hospital, Yamaku and vacation swirl through my head. I can't concentrate even on concentrating. Thoughts seem to come and go haphazardly, fragmented into two small pieces of cognition. I pick up the book and manage to read 100 pages, but I'm sure by tomorrow I have no recollection of what happened in the story. I try to clean up my room, but even that proves to be bothersome, too time-consuming and requiring too much attention to detail. I know. I actually recently cleaned the table in my room because I had a lot of mugs usually, because I drink tea with biscuits. But every time I think, okay, I should move away the mugs, but I don't really feel like it, and every time I delay to another day. Every time. It's usually like this. When you have nothing to do, you do nothing even if you could. Yeah, I feel this boy too much. Because recently I have one thing to do, which is finishing my thesis, which is luckily almost over. But when I'm not doing the thesis, when I get a break, even a very long break because I don't really want to continue making the thesis, I technically have free time, and I think, okay, what should I do in the free time? But at the end, I never do anything. I just browse social media, open Discord to see what's there. Anything but doing something of actual use. Recently, luckily, I started to find some sort of not an equilibrium. I just do a little of thesis, and then I take a break. And in the break, I almost always try to do something constructive for my game. Like Well, not really a lot recently. Oh well. At least I try. Yeah, last thing I did is publishing something in the social networks. Marketing is hard to do, okay? Alone. A phone. As expected, Mom calls me. And I end up promising to see if I can get a train ticket for tomorrow. Or failing that, the day after. Maybe I'll go downtown tomorrow anyway. I could go some shopping or something. It's not that I need anything, but maybe there are summer sales. And I could pick up something. Why am I trying to force myself? Before I was content with having nothing to do. Save for kicking the ball every now and then at the field. Steam says be like, I could do some shopping or something. Not like I didn't need anything. Right. Recently though, I don't really buy anything from Steam. Because I'm very... Since I play games almost exclusively on stream, I don't need a lot of games. So I only take games when they are like at 20%, 80% discount. Or it's a game I really want to stream. Like I'm waiting a certain investigation to go on discount. Now it seems that I can't settle down at all. Is it because I've changed, or because my world has changed? I still don't get if we are heading towards a bad ending or not. I think not, though, even if I don't know how. By 11, the darkness beats me to sleep. Okay, to bid is to order. Do your bidding, after all, okay. The medication bottles are innocuously arranged on my night table. Not at all beckoning, rather pointedly reminding me of the reality instead. It's evening, so I have to open 3 bottles. Extract 1 large oval-shaped one, 2 small round ones, and 1 large flat that has to be cut into half. Close the bottles and chuck down the medications with a chaser of fresh tap water. Well, we haven't seen Rin in a while, and he's always kinda depressed. Think it's a bad ending. Yeah, he said he needs to talk with Rin, but... Yeah, you're right, I don't know how we can even see Rin. Though it's kinda long for being a bad ending. The water tastes metallic on my tongue. I swallowed it along with the pills anyway, and head to the bathroom. Now we meet Kenji, we resume Kenji route, and we die, as always. Unless she comes up after a second. I don't know, I open for the surprise. The mindless job of brushing my teeth is fit for trying to sort my thoughts. One emerges from the mass, clearly rising above the others. I want to see Rin. I can't let my outburst of anger be the last thing between us before the vacation. Do you have her number? I have to see her tomorrow. Sleep overcomes my confused mind, with more ease than it should. Good night, Isao. Though even if we met Rin, it would be a very short ending, right? Well, a short part with the relationship open. No, it's raining! It's ruining our plans! Isao looks in the mirror and suddenly Rin is standing behind him. Wait, actually I know the trick. You know last time we were doing the things with Amy and Rin suddenly entered the room while we were naked. Maybe we can like summon her in that way. Rain is falling on my summer vacation like an uncountable number of small betomens. Yeah, that's classic, really. When there's school, sun, heat, unbearable hotness. And when you get vacations, yeah, free rain! It's rain time! Luckily, I'm not superstitious, but the bad weather makes me downcast too. It's been like this morning, and there is no end in sight. An impenetrable grey mass of clouds shadows the sky as much as it shadows my mood. In a bout of defiance, I finished cleaning up this morning, but after that was done, I ended up staring out of the window, in hope of the weather clearing. Personally though, I love the rain. Makes such a nice sound, you don't have to go outside. Also, if it's summer, it's not that hot. The incessant drumming of rainfall against the roof and the pavement is mesmerizing. A droning background noise to lose your mind into. Nope, I have you an Amy sex tape. Where? From the other save file. We got the theory that Amy maybe is self-aware. This one too. I have to get a move on. Should I pack now or later? I decide on the letter and make my way outside, pausing briefly at Kenji's door to listen to the odd clanking sounds from the other side. I don't dare to knock, out of fear of finding out what he's doing. Braving the rain from under my trusty umbrella, I cross the space to the girls' dorm. Knocking on Rin's door yells no answer, but the door behind me opens instead. Amy! He's out, hi! Terrible weather, I haven't missed my morning jog. What do you mean? I thought you jogged even with the rain. She frowns, but I would be glad if I was her. Amy morning's jogs are anything but leisurely. Oh, hi, I was... If you're looking for Rin, I don't think she's there. Have you seen her recently? Yeah, just this morning when I woke her up. The mention of waking up makes Amy yawn like a cat, and makes me feel silly. Of course she has seen Rin. Amy wakes her up and helps her get dressed on most mornings. Even makes her lunch boxes every now and then. They are like sisters, even though they seem to have nothing in common. And they're not that close, actually. She left for the gallery a few hours ago. Hey, are you listening? Maybe I'm making a funny face or something, since Amy tilts her face quizzically, looking at me with her eyes round and inquisitive. Her innocent face seemed to request my attention. Yeah, I'm listening. Can you ask you a question? Oh, yeah? You already did. She furrows her brow, licking her lips as if to prepare for something. Why do you care so much about Rin? I mean, you probably hang around her more than I do, and we haven't slept in the same bed sometimes until, lately. Oh, really? We did once, right? After she banned you because you ravaged her hair. A shock of horror widens Amy's eyes at least twofold, making them seem even more saucer-like than usual, while a healthy blush rises on her cheeks and ears. She told, oh, I'm going to strangle the train or something other horrible. Held back my laughter. Least she directed her disdain at me. Amy recuperates quickly from the embarrassment, and seems to forgive Rin in the same instant, getting her focus back on me. Anyway, are you in love with her or something? You're pretty conservative, huh? Uh-oh. This really feels like an elder sister questioning a suitor. Amy is kinda noisy and not in a good happy way if there even is a happy way to begin with. She'd make a good partner for Misha, to be honest. The horror! Oh no! The extroverted duo, no please! Spare me anything! That's already your second question, so I don't think I have to answer. Oh! I tend to conjure up a front made of pure crystallized cool and uninvolvement. I wonder whether I managed to fool even myself. Oh, the face! We got the face! At least Amy is waggling her eyebrows dangerously, with a nasty smirk on her lips. Is that a yes? No, it's not a yes. Obviously unsatisfied at my refusal to answer her way too intimate question, she has enough sense to back off. Don't stop her from sticking out her tongue at me like a kid. That's not it. That doesn't stop her. And giggles again. If that's your answer, I don't think I have to talk with you anymore. Why? It's easy to see that she's not really angry. Besides, I have to go back now. Mom will be worried if I miss my bus. See ya. Yeah, bye. Can I see your mom? No, just kidding. She retreats back into her room, leaving me alone in the hallway. What's between me and Rin is not her business, right? Well, she's her friend, right? That's why I ended up not saying anything about our fight to Amy. Rin must have not said anything either. I guess, even though they are friends, there are things that they don't talk about. So, if Rin is at the gallery, I would have to go all the way there. Now that I managed to get out of my room, I suppose it's not that much of a bother to go downtown. I could get a ticket, but the train back home will have to wait, at least until tomorrow. No way I'm going to carry baggage to the train station in this rain, even if there's not that much of it. Yeah, it would be just annoying. Rain makes all outlines seem very unstable, as if they were fading away. The townscape turns into a shapeless collection of various fuzzy tones of grey, instead of distinct forms of buildings and cars. Those poor souls we are forced into the downpour try to make as much haste as they possibly can, pitting each other for their shared misery. I turn the final corner, the 22nd corner so to say, and immediately feel stupid for being amused by my own porn. Actually that was pretty clever, kinda. Not really, but good effort. The door beckons me with promises of warmth. The rainwater dripping from my umbrella makes interesting, almost artistic patterns on the floor. I'm not wet, apart from my shoes that leave small puddles in my wake, completing the rainwater artwork. Nomiya is here too, chatting with Sai at the back of the gallery. Rin is nowhere to be seen though. Maybe she's upstairs. There are no customers though, which figures considering the bucket load of water dropping on the neck of anyone daring to brave the weather today. Welcome. Hey, sorry to interrupt. Good afternoon, Nakai. Came all the way here for a visit? No, I don't care about art. No, I think it was just an impulse. I was around the neighborhood shopping and decided to stop by. My reflexive reaction is a white lie, which surprises myself. Maybe I just don't want to say that I came specifically to Sirin, even though that much must be obvious. My, you choose a bad day for shopping. Would you like some tea to warm you up? Oh, thank you, but I'm fine, really. The weather could be better, though. Rain on the first day of vacation is a bit depressing. Well, I'm sure it will get better. Can't get worse. Nomiya offers his hearty laughter, bordering on abrasive. Rain doesn't get you down, teacher? Well, I do prefer clean weather as well. I was actually leaving just now to meet someone. I'd prefer not getting my jacket soaked. It's very expensive. You wear these all the time. How many do you have of those? But of course I'm in a good mood. What did you think about the exhibition? It was wonderful, huh? Yeah, very fancy. My unenthusiastic answer only spurs him to carry on, walking around the gallery like blabbering about the opening. He talks more louder when he's moving. It's something I noticed at the club meetings too. We got to talk with so many people and make valuable contacts. One of Tezuka paintings even got sold to a collector from Osaka. How much? I follow his eyes to an empty space in the wall. I can't even remember which painting was hanging on the spot. I can't remember it was like a half black and white painting, right? Well, it's gone now. It was lucky that she was alright despite the dizzy spell. She got a little quiet though, so I told her to rest well. Then again, she's always been pretty shy. Shy? Whatever, I just nod along with the teacher. The reception was very positive in general. I might be able to get one of my friends to write a little article on a magazine too. Shinichi, you're making Mr. Takahashi wait. Takahashi Castle? No, wait. Wrong name. Sai's remark makes him stop in his track and check his watch. Nomiya frowns in displeasure at the interruption of this trade. Oh, tirade. Alright, yes, well, I'll be off then. We'll meet in September, Nakai. Bye. Wow, teacher doesn't really hold back when it comes to budding artist career. I guess it takes a lot to succeed, but I suppose his job would be easier if Rin was more cooperative. She's too indecisive, even though she's doing just fine. Like that dizzy spell from the night before. She just got freaked out or something, and I didn't do anything to help her. Feels like the gap between me and Rin is only widening. She's going to become something great, while I'm still feeling like I'm bogged down. Despite promising myself to try and make something of my life. On top of that, we had that fight, and the longer we keep not talking, the harder the wound become to heal. If that even is what we want. I never found out what Rin felt, and now I'm not sure what I feel myself. I wish I could understand her, but Rin is not very open for interpretation. Not that she's hiding anything, she just seems to defy my attempts at making sense of what she's talking about on any given day. Something is on your mind? Nothing? I realize I've been spacing out in the middle of the gallery for who knows how long. Yeah, nothing special. I pretend to study the closest paintings to distract her. I've seen it before. The now all too familiar strokes of color twisting and melting into each other's, seemingly randomly, still manage to feel like there is something happening behind the scenes, so to speak. No, for me it's just random stuff. Rin's style is so much like her. Abstract, incomprehensible, colorful, mysterious. I wonder if to understand an artist one must understand art. I may have a question. Oh? Okay, actually, that sorry, can we stop on the way he posed the question? Because before there was Emi who asked Isao, can I ask you a question? Then she made the question, and Isao avoided the question by saying, you already made me a question, right? So here instead, Isao, instead of asking if he could make a question, he states that he is a question. And only one question. And this does not count as a question because it's something that he says. Something that he... Well, maybe I'm overthinking a lot, but I don't know. I wonder if this is an intended detail. She looks up from the magazine she was idly leafing through, seeming delighted at my display of unspecified interest. How do you interpret art? What do you mean? Her eyebrows rise high into questioning arcs, as if the question was too complicated to even begin to answer without clarification. Sorry if I'm asking something stupid. I don't think I really understand art, like the pros do. Oh, there's no trick to it. She waves my question away with a simple but efficient flick of her wrist. Everyone interprets art as they will, and interpretation is as much in the eye of the beholder as is in the intention of the creator. Pros have their own way, because there is this thing called art theory. Oh no, please, no, I'm not interested. But this was just a theory. An art theory. Thanks for watching. There are patterns in art, just like everything. And we assume that it's possible to draw some conclusions from observing those patterns. Her voice is like of a teacher's, lecturing and adding emphasis on random words to keep the listener on their toes. Oh, good idea. In the end, I suppose it's pretty meaningless. She moves to musing seemingly to herself, muttering loud enough for me to clearly hear. A good piece of art will make you feel something, and that's all there is to it. Feelings change and they affect the art we create, and the art we see. But I'll tell you a story. Do you have to? The last one was depressing. Which was the last one? I remember the one of their friend who died, right? It's important. Listen. About 100 years ago, there was a demon lord. Oh wait, wrong story. Sorry, I saw the 100 years ago and immediately thought about something else. There was a little no painter who got news that his friend, a man called Kazachimas, had committed not pog. Wait, this is the same story of last time. The continuation, so it's a real story. Just not 100 years ago. This happened while he was away and hadn't seen his friend for a while. So obviously, he must have felt even more conflicted than you normally would after hearing of such a thing. For 4 years after that, our main character did nothing but monochromatic paintings, before he was so deeply affected by the news. Whatever he did, he always kept returning to that same color until it let him out of its grasp. She takes a little pause to check whether I'm still following. I am to an extent, so I give her the prompt that storytellers seem to live for. So, it's hard to continue from that, as I can't seem to come up with a question she wants me to come up with. Like a half-baked Socrates at home, she thought she laid out all the tools for revelation in front of me. Don't you see the point yet? The Socrates dialogue? Is this a Waldorf game reference? Do I need to play the mini games again? I can do hard mode. I don't care. Only a student proved to be too dense to get it. She looks discontent at my slowness. Picasso's blue period is one of the most lauded? Oh wait, it's some sort of derivation of laude, of complimenting. Yeah, highly praised, admired. Good to know. Probably it's a Latin root of lauding. I actually heard something of that. There were some church songs that went something like laude, right? So maybe that's how I understood. Okay. Lauded praise. Okay. And lauded instead? Laudred? What does it mean? Can a Pokemon be praised too? It's one of the most lauded in the history of art, but who knows what he felt when he worked on those masterpieces? Sadness? Longing? Regret? Nobody can tell. If you now see one of these blue period paintings, you'd probably interpret it differently from before you knew about Picasso's friend, Kazejimas. Experiencing art is always personal, all interactive by chance or circumstances. There are a million explanations for any given piece of art, but it might be that none of them are what the creator intended. No man is an island, you know. Where did I hear this phrase? I heard it in a game recently, this one. No man is an island. In which game did I hear it? No man is an island. Robotic Notes? No, I don't think so. No man is an island. I don't remember. The words in the video, I didn't play it though. I nod without understanding what the last remark meant. What she said made sense otherwise, except for one thing. If art is communicating like Rin said, but everyone is talking to her own secret language like Sai said, what can anyone ever hope to communicate? Feels so futile and pointless. The witness? That neither that. Maybe... Which was the previous visual novel we played on stream? I kinda forgot. No Man is an Island. No Man is an Island. I'm curious now, I'm making a quick check of the... Okay, fun fact, if I want to check which games I streamed recently, I check the paratables. That's pretty simple to do. Maybe Grandia? Or maybe it was older. Maybe it was before that. I'm not sure though. Final Fantasy Tactics is my other idea, but maybe it's before that. Art is not really a thing for me. Sai returns to her art magazine, and I make a round in the gallery, trying to see what Rin can see in her own paintings. A soothing mood takes hold of the gallery surrounded by the rainstorm, the big windows making the transparent isolation feel more comfortable. A tinkle of the bell disrupts the tranquil mood. Okay, the music is fading out, it's Rin. Rin! Rin pushes the door open with her shoulder and steps in with style. I'd almost forgotten that she was the reason why I came to the gallery in the first place. I think I'm ready. She paused mid-sentence, noticing my presence. The needle-dropping silence lasts for exactly 1.5 seconds. Not enough for either me or Sai to open her mouths, but enough for Rin to react. I'm going to a walk. No, Rin! Please, Rin! Also, it's fucking raining, Rin! 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 Come here! It's raining! Okay, I go to talk with Rin. The worst she can say is not talk to me. Rin, it's raining. There's you. I'm going to a walk. That's very sad. Heading back outside with a reckless peace uncharacteristic of herself, Rin seems to forget that it's still raining. Without giving it any real thought, I grab my umbrella and hurry after her. I catch Rin around the corner, open the umbrella and lift it above the two of us, while still having to almost run to keep up with her. She doesn't protest me running after her, nor me giving her shelter against the rain, eventually slowing her pace down, so I can match it without an immediate danger of overexerting myself. I relax from the rush, assessing the situation. The last time I held my umbrella to guard both of us against the rain, I didn't think too much about it. But now, all the things that happened since then are gathering into a freezing cold ball around my stomach. Being close to her makes me uncomfortable, and I feel myself flustering slightly. It's hard to get words out of my mouth, as it feels suddenly very, very dry. With this rain. Still, it's not like I came back off. Why are you running? Why are you running? I don't want to talk with you. I want to talk with you. It hurts every time I do. Sometimes it can be helped. I don't want it to hurt. Fine, we don't have to talk. What should we do? Let's just keep walking. Just walking? Just walking. Okay. And we have a wait, it's the same picture than last time. Though it's a completely different context now. Our footsteps go splish splash in the shallow puddles forming on the streets as we walk through the rainfall. Rin, now walking beside me in her unhurried and relaxed manner, doesn't seem to be even a bit bothered by the fact that she's getting wet even though she needn't to. Sorry, it's funny reading needn't. She's partially out of the protective shelter of my umbrella, despite it being more than big enough for the two of us. It's as if she doesn't even notice the rain, drenching her shirt. Ray's demeanor always evokes mental images of meditative calm, even when she might be in inner turmoil. But I don't think that is meditation. That is just getting soaked in rain. Well, don't you like meditate beneath a waterfall? That's the same thing, kinda. I wish I could be more calm too. I become too involved with rain to retain my usual aloofness. Feels like I have become one of those people who fool themselves into thinking they're objective, only to find out they are the worst kind of liars. Yeah, never realize people may not realize they are liars, or they behave badly. To a certain degree. Illusions to fool ourselves. What better way to make one feel like a good person? It might be better to lose that illusion. I'll be going back home for some time, so I thought I'd come to see you before that. I could have thought of a better conversation opener, but inactively refusing to talk makes it hard. That's good. I might have thought that you'd have been kidnapped otherwise. Oh, Rin is always funny. You can't keep running away from everything. Not even from it trying to talk seriously. I'm always serious. And I seem to be running very slowly right now. Maybe I should take lessons from Amy. It's futile. Like talking to a brick wall that randomly spouts sarcastic nonsense back at you. Think of your exhibition opening. What if you had run away? She could! She could! Rin doesn't answer to that. She just keeps walking. Or running slowly, escaping from me into a silence. Okay, maybe here it's a way to... And if we had other choice, it would be like... something about she ran away during the exhibition. So maybe both choices didn't matter at the end. Rin doesn't answer to that. She just keeps walking. Or running slowly, escaping from me into her silence. She has a knack for being alone in company. I've noticed. I'm an expert too to be alone in company. We're down the street, then turn left, then 3 times right, then left again. Is this a combination? It's like that night from some time ago. We keep choosing directions randomly, because it doesn't matter where we are going. All that matters is walking and the sound of raindrops drumming against the umbrella. Water flows down from the roofs of the buildings and into the storm drains in wide rivers. Even though I try to step over them, my feet are getting wet through my shoes. Yeah, I get the feeling one time I got some shoes that weren't really hydro-repellent, so when it starts raining, that was the worst feeling. It's against 30 lives. Oh, we accidentally input the Konami code! That was pretty easy to get also, turning left, right, left. Should be at least, I don't know, 22 corners to turn around. 30 lives are a lot, actually. I was thinking if I should make some sort of Konami code joke on Respawn It's a little too much invasive though. We keep walking in silence, that just begs to be broken again. I'm sure I am the only one feeling like this though. Also, I was thinking, would be in Respawn banter would have some, I don't know, would be kind of decently interesting, a joke about inputting a cheat code, but the point is, they don't canonically know they are into a game, even if they break the fourth wall. Does this make sense? Does this make sense? I'm sure I am the only one feeling like this. Why did you have the exhibition? Rin shrugs suddenly and looks in the other direction. I give up at this point. It's pointless. What did she want to accomplish? What she said at the night of the opening made me feel that there was something special she wanted. It felt to me that Rain hoped for something unattainable. She set the bar high, and inside her own head she failed. No matter how much people liked her works, it's understandable to lack realism. Well, the artist is the first one to lack realism. Most people do, even if not quite on the extreme level Rin takes it to. I'm now realizing something about English. There's way more S's than Italian, right? Not just the letters, more like the pronunciation, like extreme. Takes, there's the S, sure. But yeah, like there is also the X that counts as an extra S. And that's maybe what makes me a little more tired, because I need to pronounce a lot of S's. And I'm not used to pronounce that many S's. I don't know. I feel like I have an S value for each stream. After that, I might risk to stumble on my words. But it's not a reason to live in your private world that accepts no visitors. You can't bend the world to fit your twisted megalomaniac cosmology. Megalomany? A megalomaniac? Chaos the reference spotted! Where everything works just like you want. That's what frustrates me the most in Rin. She wants the world to live by her rules, disregarding everything that conflicts with those as irrelevant or unnecessary. I can't believe how anyone in Yamaku could not have the bare minimum perception to understand that the world can sometimes be very unfair. And here a Zero Escape reference. I'm sure she's not the only one who wishes some things were different, but we can at least grasp the facts as they are. I take a sideways glance at Rin. Life is simply unfair, yeah. All fault of the stupid... it's called the snail, okay, snail. Rin is looking up at our dome-shaped cover. It's a poor replacement for a real sky in its monochrome bleakness. There are surely some umbrellas with a sky pattern beneath it. The rain just keeps falling. Wait. I got a literal doubt. Does the rain fall? Or the rain is the meteorological condition, right? Not the water that is falling. The rain is the phenomenon, right? It's not the water in itself. I wonder, it may be like confusing the thunder with the lightning. I don't think so. But I don't know. I'm wondering if how much rain can be considered falling. Because it's not a... Let's see the definition of Wikipedia, okay? Lightning is light, thunder is sound. Yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Here instead, I was trying to argue that rain might be the meteorological phenomenon, and the water is the one falling, not the rain. Let's see. I don't want the musical sound. I swear, there's no... I don't get any result of rain. It's... or... meteor, whatever. Here. Sure, I will look inside. Right, I need to know the definition, okay? Rain. Rain is water droplets. Okay, never mind, I was wrong. Rain is not a phenomena, are the droplets. Rain is a major component of the water cycle. Okay. So, water is an object. I never thought about it actually. The rain just keeps falling, and that's grammatically correct. Just like the clouds today, rain doesn't really give the feeling of wanting to be watched. She shirks, in unison with the sky that she loves so. I shouldn't have come, her presence only reminds me of how angry I got because of those exact some reasons. And how those reasons probably can't even change. Even though I want to say I'm sorry, even though I don't want us to break apart, I can't bring myself to say either of those things. We keep measuring the rain-drenched streets one step at a time. Often when you walk with someone else, your steps become synchronized, as if through some weird subconscious pact. I noticed that ours never do. Oh, it's sunny suddenly. Time passes, and the strikes against the drum skin of my umbrella fade as the clouds above slowly disperse to reveal a cerulean blue. Eventually, the rain yields enough to me to close the umbrella, shaking the excess water off before I do. While I wrestle with the mechanism, yeah, I know, sometimes they never want to close. Rin stops so abruptly that I take 5 steps before realizing that she's not with me anymore. What, she's dead? Stupid umbrella seems to be jammed! Not now, umbrella, this seems an important moment, okay? When I turn around, I find her staring at me with an impassive face. I wanted someone to say, I understand how you feel. I would be lying, Rin. Wouldn't that be great? Is that an answer to the question from before? I'm not sure. Yeah, but why is it so important? Because otherwise, I don't know if I can bear this. I was still in the middle of folding my umbrella, so I just answered something to get the conversation going, but what she says now freezes my blood. If someone says a joke and laughs, you laugh with them, right? Because a joy doubled is a joy tripled, right? If someone is hurt and sad, you comfort and hug them, right? Because that way... She pauses, her mouth still halfway open, then remembers to close it. A gloom sets on her face, and simultaneously on my heart. I don't know why the right words never come out. I don't know why I can laugh only when I make myself. I don't know why everything stays only inside me, even when it feels like I'm going to burst. Her flat, expressionless face does not waver even when she says that. Her usual steady voice becomes only slightly quieter than normal. But who would ever want to feel like that? Rain looks at me and I imagine the sadness reflecting from her eyes, whether it really is there or not. I don't want to feel like that. We stay silent for a little while after that. Rin because she said all she has to say at once. I because I have no clue how to process what she just said. I don't understand what Rin is saying, or I do, but I don't want to. For the first time, both of those things happen, and it has to be simultaneously. The irony is not lost on me. I think everyone wants to be understood. That's universal. But that's impossible. Not only for me, but for anyone. So I said so too, You affect other people and are affected by them, but in the end, you see everything the way you only do. All people are alone. We just use each other to alleviate that loneliness. I wonder why I put it like that. I just felt that what side told me rang true as if I had always thought like that without knowing it. It feels like she articulated my thoughts in clear, simple words, and that stupid story about Picasso. Rin drops her head like a withering flower, letting her bangs fall in front of her eyes, so that I can't see them. I still can see them, actually. Why do you say that when you made me feel otherwise? It's unfair. The shaky voice that says those words does not belong to Rin. I really thought that you could be different, that I wouldn't have to be alone. It's a bitter voice of disappointment, spoken through clenched teeth and a quivering chest. We never explicitly saw her sad, right? She was always unperscrutable. I'm sorry. If you are, why do you say something unfair like that? Her demanding tone invokes no particular feeling in me, apart from sadness that has been there since yesterday evening. She doesn't intimidate me at all, not anymore. Rin is not a prodigal art genius, nor an unpredictable idiot savant who can tear the logic lobe of my brain into shreds whenever she opened her mouth. She's just a girl that I thought I loved, a loved one who wanted to be my friend, a friend whom I let down. I say that because saying otherwise would feel like lying. Why? Simple questions are the hardest ones. I have to close my eyes so I can focus my thoughts enough to answer her. I am no artist, I can never be on the same level with you. There is a world only you can see, and to be part of it I would have to become you. That's something I can't do, no matter how much you wish me to. Rin takes my explanation without batting an eyelash. I'm not a real artist either. I just paint because it makes me feel like I can really feel something. Well, depends on the definition. Artist is anyone who draws. To a certain degree, I suppose. She holds her breath for a while before releasing it in a long, sigh-like flow. That's why I'll do it. I decided, I'll do it. If even Isao says that, then that's what I will do. Do what? And he's starting a little... starting a little... Well, shows that she had regressed into talking to herself again, but I'm glad I can snap her back even now. Start. Start. From startled? I never heard the start. Interesting, thanks. Teacher and I have talked with someone who is very important. I got a scholarship for a big art school in Tokyo. He said I could transfer there and start after the summer is over, if I wanted to. I don't really get why. Hold on, what? Why didn't you tell? I just did. Good point. You're the first one I told because I decided it just now. She keeps her cool looking, only mildly surprised at my shocked interjection. It's ridiculous how easily she can say something so life-changing. I can't believe it. After what happened in February, I've had enough change for this year. Even if things are going badly right now, I don't want everything to change. But what about Yamaku? Don't you want to graduate with everyone? My plea evokes no emotion. Everyone who? Hey, me, everyone! 2 persons. I feel my pulse rising unnervingly, and my breathing becomes fast and shallow. I don't want this to happen. Their life, not mine. You just said that everyone is alone. I didn't mean it like that. You always said that you have to seize the day and start living your life. I have my life too. Rin is twisting my words to justify running away again. Makes me angry. Harry's finality and seriousness in announcing this is unacceptable. Unacceptable! As if changing your life is something you can do in a moment, Wim. No! How can you say that? Why don't you even try to belong? The desperate accusation has no effect. Feels like I am once again out of weapons. That I can't reach through to her no matter what I try. I like the how they say out of weapons. Not even an idiom, but I don't know. As I said, I have an idea of a game where you don't use weapons, you just throw random items, so maybe a good phrase for that. Rin is so frustratingly absolute in her own judgment that it might make me hate her if I didn't love her, even though I don't know which way I am feeling anymore. Maybe I am that kind of person, the kind that belongs only to herself. I won't accept that. Her nonchalant eyes do not seem to care whether I accept her decision or not. The pause lets me cool down, to find my sensibilities. While I do, the parting rain clouds reveal a settling sun that still has time to shine, its last few warning rays, before calling it a day. A mosaic of light and shadow spreads on the walls of the buildings, on the street and the fence circling a park on the other side of the street. Rain shadow is long enough to reach my feet. It's like one of those Western movies. Fire! With two cowboys staring each other down, ready to sling their guns at each other. The one who loses his nerve will eat lead. I realize I would have the disadvantage because the sun is behind Rin, stinging my eyes. Do you hate me? She draws first and I have no counter. I don't know. Did I lose? That's the fun part. When you have a girl as an opponent, you always lose. Even if I did, what would it matter? Yeah, because she goes away. Well, maybe she can go away with a good conscience. I don't know. You're my friend. I promised you that. I'm not the kind of guy who forgets about promises. I think that is the most important thing. We could try to... Don't say it. Aww. Predicting what I was going to say, Rin throws herself into my arms, pressing her body against mine. I feel her rising to her tiptoes to match my height, and snuggle closer. The scent of her hair is that of rain and paint thinner. Her body feels as cold as always. Her breathing against my neck is as hot as always. It's funny how all of those feel so familiar even though Rin as a whole does not. Are you sure you can't hate me? Rin whispers into my ear, so close I can feel the movement of her lips against my earlobe. It's teasing, taunting. If this was some other kind of situation, I'm sure it would tickle tantalizingly, and I would giggle even though I'm a guy. What does it mean, even though I'm a guy? You can giggle even if... okay, because guys don't giggle, usually, I get it. How do guys giggle? Heh? That's kinda weird. Heh? You can still do it though. Would be easier if you did. I don't know, it's pretty hard when you're hugging me like that. I wonder if it's because of my sullen voice, but she takes a step back, looking wistfully at her short arms. I wish she hadn't done that. I can't hug anyone, Isao. I'm a bad person like that. That's why I have to go. Because you can't hug anyone. She disarms me completely, with 3 simple sentences, rendering me unable to argue anymore. Well, she's unarmed to begin with, so... And since I can't, Rin is free to continue as she wills, shifting her weight from one foot to the other before she does. I will learn to hug people in my own way. I'm sure I can become a real artist and hugger. But if I do, I might not be able to be me anymore. Yeah, she said she had to destroy herself, but she doesn't need to, right? The hint of a smile on her lips is a betrayal, a false sign of self-confidence in a future that even Rin can't foresee. I'd want to interpret it as a sign of hope, but I know better. Rin just keeps smiling that awkward forced smile of her. That's why. Please forget about me, and I will forget about you too. I'm sure that... She chokes in the middle of saying something I would never come to hear. Can I... Here. I can't even pause on that sentence. I don't think I wanted to hear it anyways. This is not fair. Rin is not joking. Rin is always serious, but I can't accept it. I can't. Forget about you. How could I ever... That's what I like to say. But I don't know how it would continue. I can't come up with anything good to say, but... So I have to challenge her. How can you say such a thing? Rin raises her eyes to meet mine. They are serious and deep, a perfect image of the uncharted territory I always thought they were. Even now, I can read their emotions from those unblinking jade irises that never could reflect what they saw. It's easy. After all, I am good at forgetting things. Her unfairness is choking my throat, but I managed to utter the question burning in my mind. So, is this it? Is this a goodbye? Rin kept looking at me gently, without answering my question. From her eyes I could see that she didn't even need to say anything. There were no more words for us. No! She disappeared! Where did she go? She turned around and walked off without looking back. All around me, the world kept changing, little by little, but I was left standing there. Realize... The sun dropped below the horizon, casting long and thin shadows across the street. In the waning light, Rin's distancing back seemed to be like from a faraway dream. The gap between us grew slowly. The ripples on the paddles she stepped on expanded until they met the limits of their tiny existence and disappeared without a trace. Her words stayed frozen deep inside my heart. Is it over? Wait! There's multiple endings for each character! Neutral? You call this neutral? How the hell is the bad ending then? Wait, that means there's other endings for Amy? Told you, wait, yeah, you told me, but it went for so long I thought, yeah, it can't be a bad ending. A bad ending can't go for this long, but apparently it can. Wait, then, what's my other achievement of Amy then? I think it's a good ending, right? Let's see. Amy Act 1. Amy good ending, yeah, there is. So maybe there's a neutral, which is a bad ending, and a good ending. So we missed the bad ending for Amy. Actually, though, let's make this. If we get the good ending, we are not gonna look for the bad ending. Because, well, first of all, it will take too much time. Second of all, I don't want to get sad after being happy, okay? No! Wait, no, that's the chapter, right? That's not the ending. Though it doesn't show. Wait, what if the entire chapter is an ending? Okay, then I think we can stop here. Next time we are gonna play again and try to reach the true ending with Rin. I should keep a save though when I start a route. Maybe it's just not make her run away, but maybe it's also making other choices before. We got lucky with Rin, or I made the right decisions, maybe. Okay, maybe that was only that decision. But another time. Next time we finish with Rin with everything and look for another character. The next character I want to I want to play the root of is, of course, Lily. We tried last time. If we can't really, I would definitely want Misha. I don't know, I'm very curious about Misha. A lot. But we had to wait for the next time. I also have to wait for the next time. So, to end the streaming, let's see if we can raid someone or not. We could... we don't have enough power. I think for today it's fine. Okay. Then we will see you next Sunday to finish the route. Christmas is coming, but honestly, I will see what I do. For now, next week we continue as always. As a reminder, I resumed streaming RPG Maker Tuesday and Wednesday. So I will be making and playing other itch.io games, as always, or as good old times. Okay, that's everything for today. We could raid Ragnarok Aesthetic. It's developing, of course. Let's go. Okay, that's everything for today. Thanks for coming. Please stay for the raid, and we'll see ya whenever happens.